The already strained relationship between the British royal family and Meghan Markle has reportedly reached a catastrophic breaking point, culminating in an unprecedented and deeply humiliating incident during a high-profile state visit by the Emir of Qater. Reports from multiple, well-placed sources within Buckingham Palace suggest that Markle and Prince Harry were unceremoniously ejected from the palace during the Emir's visit, a dramatic escalation that underscores the profound depth of the rift between the couple and the royal family. This extraordinary event, far from being a mere diplomatic mishap, serves as a powerful symbol of the couple's declining status and the royal family's resolute determination to distance themselves from the considerable controversy that has consistently dogged them since their departure from royal life. The incident itself, though shrouded in some carefully managed secrecy, paints a vivid picture of a couple increasingly out of step with the traditions and expectations of the monarchy, and highlights the widening chasm between the venerable institution and the individuals once considered its most promising future. The unceremonious removal of Markle and Harry from Buckingham Palace during such a pivotal diplomatic event is unprecedented in recent royal history. The sheer audacity of the action, the blatant disregard for customary decorum, and the perceived lack of concern for potential international repercussions speak volumes about the depth of the royal family's displeasure and their willingness to take drastic measures to manage the reputational risk posed by the couple. The choice to remove them during a state visit, an event demanding the utmost in decorum and diplomatic sensitivity, suggests a deliberate and calculated decision to publicly humiliate the couple and to send a profoundly clear message about their unwelcome status within royal circles. The notable lack of any official explanation or statement from Buckingham Palace, a hallmark of the institution's typical handling of crises, only serves to fuel rampant speculation, deepen the sense of unease surrounding the incident, and reinforce the impression of a carefully orchestrated attempt to control the narrative. The event strengthens the growing perception that Markle and Harry are increasingly viewed as liabilities, whose presence poses a significant threat to the carefully cultivated image and long-term stability of the monarchy. This incident is not an isolated event, rather, it is the dramatic culmination of a series of escalating conflicts and public embarrassments that have characterized the couple's post-royal lives. Their highly publicized departure from royal life, their controversial Netflix documentary, and Markle's outspoken, and often perceived as self-serving, criticisms of the British monarchy have generated intense public scrutiny, widespread condemnation, and significantly damaged their public image. While they initially garnered a degree of support from certain segments of the population, particularly those who identified with their self-proclaimed progressive ideals, this support has been increasingly overshadowed by an overwhelming wave of negative reactions to their actions and public pronouncements. Many now view their humanitarian efforts as thinly veiled attempts at self-promotion, suggesting that personal gain and self-aggrandizement consistently take precedence over genuine philanthropy. The Buckingham Palace ejection serves as a powerful and unequivocal symbol of the royal family's profound disapproval and a decisive move to distance themselves from the persistent and damaging controversy surrounding the couple. Markle's past actions and public pronouncements have consistently fueled controversy and significantly damaged her public image, contributing to the deteriorating relationship with the royal family. Her attempts to leverage her celebrity status and build a brand around her personal experiences have been met with considerable skepticism and criticism, not only from the general public but also from industry insiders who question her business acumen, her ethical conduct, and her overall suitability for the high-pressure world of business. Her efforts to secure funding and partnerships have frequently been met with resistance, suggesting a growing reluctance to associate with someone whose public image is so consistently marred by controversy and whose actions raise serious ethical concerns. The Buckingham Palace ejection therefore cannot be viewed in isolation. It is a direct consequence of a series of actions and choices that have systematically eroded trust and goodwill within the royal family and beyond. The manner in which the couple were removed from Buckingham Palace, described by multiple sources as being dragged from the premises, adds another layer of controversy and fuels speculation about the degree of force employed. This characterization, far from being a mere journalistic embellishment, suggests a level of indignity and forceful intervention that underscores the gravity of the situation and the royal family's determination to swiftly and decisively address what they clearly perceive as a significant threat to the institution's image. The lack of any official comment from Buckingham Palace, a calculated silence typical of the institution's crisis management strategy, only serves to amplify the intrigue, reinforce the impression that the royal family is deliberately attempting to manage the narrative, and deepen public suspicion and negative perceptions surrounding the couple. This carefully orchestrated lack of transparency further fuels the public's already considerable negativity towards Markle and Harry. The choice of the Emir of Qatar's visit as the backdrop for this dramatic expulsion is incredibly significant. The visit of a foreign dignitary demands the utmost in diplomatic protocol and decorum, requiring meticulous planning and flawless execution. The fact that the ejection occurred during such a high-profile event underscores the severity of the perceived offense and the royal family's unwavering determination to prioritize the reputation and image of the monarchy above all else. The incident is not merely an internal matter, it is a carefully calculated public message, directed not only at Markle and Harry but also to the wider world, that the royal family will not tolerate any behavior that threatens to undermine its carefully maintained standing or jeopardize its hard-earned credibility on the global stage. The high-profile nature of the setting ensured that the incident would become a major news story, generating considerable negative publicity that is likely to severely impact the couple's future opportunities and further reinforce their diminished relevance. Moreover, the incident highlights the changing dynamics of the relationship between the British monarchy and the British public, and indeed, the global public. The traditional deference and unwavering loyalty once readily afforded to the royals are being increasingly replaced by a more critical and less forgiving public perception. The royal family, acutely aware of this shift in public sentiment, seems determined to demonstrate that it will not tolerate any behavior that undermines its authority or jeopardizes its carefully cultivated reputation. The decisive ejection of Markle and Harry during the Emir's visit serves as a powerful symbol of this changing dynamic, reflecting a royal family increasingly willing to assert its authority, manage its public image proactively, and decisively deal with those deemed a threat to its long-term stability and credibility, potentially affecting her business ventures and her ability to maintain a positive public image. Beyond the immediate impact, this extraordinary revelation could have profound long-term consequences for the British monarchy. It could trigger a wave of further investigations, expose deep-seated problems within the royal family, and ultimately accelerate the ongoing calls for reforms and a modernization of the institution. The scandal also raises broader questions about the role of hereditary privilege in modern society and the appropriateness of maintaining a system of governance based on inherited power and lineage. The revelation challenges the very foundations upon which the monarchy has been built, potentially setting in motion a chain of events that could irrevocably alter the course of the institution's future.